Alright, all you big bass lovers and BFS lovers, this is Demont coming back at you. Today I want to come at you with a kind of an unusual video, I guess you would say. I also want to try to save you some money. I mean, a lot of people know I'm either throwing really big baits or really small baits. Well, I don't like to spend a lot of money online, so sometimes like for my BFS gear, or my baits that is, I like to go to dun, 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 Walmart. And I know a lot of people thinking, what the hell is he thinking? This is going to be silly. But, I mean, if you want to get into this, well, that's not BFS. Let's take that out of the way. That's not BFS. But let's show you some of the little things you can get at Walmart for BFS. Here's a Bitsy minnow from Strike King. It's 1/8 ounce, or about 3 grams. You also can get stuff like the Crappie Magic, this little square bill right here from Lucky Strike. I mean, let's see what we're working with here. We are working with, let's take it out of the pack here. Ow, a little sharp hook on it. We are working with 5.3 grams. So this is kind of in between, like, you know, the Strike King 1.0 is basically is 1/4 of an ounce and is about 1.5 inches long. This is a little bit smaller than that. And you also have, I like to throw these on the back of micro chatterbaits. And these are the Arky, the 2.5-inch minnows. I'll open it up for you. You can also throw these on spinner baits and things of that nature as well, like the small spinner baits. But it's kind of like a little minnow. You can also get these with a little boot tail on them. But I kind of like the little curl tail. It adds a lot more action. If you're using such small baits, sometimes that a lot more action has more of a chance of drawing fish to you. But they also have a lot of really cool stuff over there. I mean, I took this out the day I got it, and it's the Mini King spinnerbait from Strike King. More of the Crappie Magic. Don't let the Crappie name fool you. You can catch lots and lots and lots of bass on these. I think the biggest bass I've caught on these is about 3 or 4 pounds. You can get these there too. I don't really consider this to be BFS, but these work really good on spinner baits and things of that nature. But here you go. These are by Cream. This is the 2-inch shad. You can put this on a 1/16 ounce jig head, and this little booger here will catch you a lot of fish. All kinds of fish. You'll catch brim, crappie, bass. Mostly what I catch on this is bass. And I get it in the pearl color. And I also get it, I don't see it now, but I also get it in chartreuse, and I get them in, every once in a while you can find it in a white and chartreuse. I mean, these are another little thing that's really good. They're called a Crappie crankbait. They're made by B&M. And I think these weigh like 3.3 grams. Yep, 3.3 grams. And they have lots of colors, this one. That one's, of course, a Fire Tiger. But they also have silver and black back. A few other things like that. More Crappie Magic. This is the different colors they have. They also have at Walmart little micro chatterbaits. These, I think, I like this one. It's that chrome with that pink back. It looks really nice. But you also have And this is, I guess they call it red crawfish, but a lot of people would call this, well, red crawfish or red craw, or some people call it Delta craw or Texas craw. Try to get this thing to open. That little booger's tiny. And it weighs 4.8 grams. So that's, does it have it on here? 1/8 ounce. So 4.84 grams is an 1/8 ounce. So there you go. And you have more of the little Strike King mini spinner baits. Mini Kings, they're 1/8 ounce. This is the one I had rigged up with the, what I was telling you about with the little curl tail. Here's another one, the B&M, the 3 that's red craw. They also have these little guys by Johnson, and most of these things I'm showing you are about $2, $2 to $3. And here's a Johnson. These are called shad crank crappie busters, but these are basically, I've fished these many times. They're almost like shad wraps, but at Walmart you can get these. I think they're $1.99. So I mean, they're a great little crank. Does it say how much they weigh on here? 1/8 ounce. So let's just confirm that. It says 1/8 back there, but we'll find out and just make sure. They're a teeny bit more than 1/8. They're 5.5 grams. But these little guys, they have like a, where they differ from like a shad wrap, they have like a little bitty square bill in the front. See them? It's like a deep diving square bill. They have a shad profile. They have a really tight wiggle to them. Says they dive 4 to 8 feet. And they have these in all kinds of colors. Well, I say all kinds. But I mean, when you're looking at cheaper baits, a lot of times you don't see them in all kinds of colors. You get them in a few colors. You don't get them in all kinds. But they have that, and they have this. They also have like a pink back silver, which they didn't have any at Walmart when I went and got these. Here's some more of those little rattle traps. They also have another Mini King. They have these little things. They're by Cream. They're little. Basically, Rebel makes these in the past. Rebel makes these, but they're called a cricket, or they're called the crawl crank. But these little things on a BFS, it has a really wide bill on it. It actually goes down, I would say probably about 3 to 4 feet. If you're fishing kind of shallow rocks or shallow grass, running these little things across the top of shallow grass works really good. They weigh 3.1 grams. So they're pretty lightweight. They weigh a little less than 1/8 of an ounce. So I mean, you have to have something really some BFS gear that works really good, or for some other conventional guys, you gotta throw these on a spinning rod. I have seen some people be kind of inventive with using split shot weights on the front of them, like about a foot in front of them, making them go deeper and giving them more weight to cast. But a lot of times, in my experience, the split shot either gets caught on something and breaks your line, or the split shot itself breaks your line. And these little Crappie Magic, this is one of my favorite colors in them. Yeah, so nice. I mean, it's hard to see by my camera. My camera probably sucks. But this is kind of like a sexy shad hologram color. Now, a lot of times what I do is I change out the little round ring for an oval ring. But they do come with really sharp, sticky sharp hooks out of the pack. And these little hooks are very strong. I mean, I caught big bass on these and haven't come anywhere near bending out. And I throw these on like 8-pound test fluorocarbon. I don't have any kind of worries. They come through rocks. They come through wood really good. You'll be surprised with these little. Try some of these little square bits out. You'll be surprised what they can do. I mean, they will come through almost anything. Another thing I wanted to show you guys. This is more for the saltwater world. But they have these little underspins that you can get at Walmart. So I think these are $1.50 that you can get there. Let me get it opened up here. See, they have the keepers on each side of the jig head. And this jig head's concaved, so it moves a lot more water when it's coming through. And it's got that little willow blade, gold willow blade underspin. Now, I like to use these a lot with those curl tails I showed you a little while ago. You would be surprised at all the fish you can catch with this. You can catch numbers and size because it'll attract some bigger fish. Because it has a lot of commotion. That little concave mouth on it, it adds so much to your presentation. You would be so surprised with it. And these little jig heads, my scale's taking a little while, they weigh 3.9 grams, so a teeny bit over 1/8 of an ounce. So that would add a lot to your your BFS fishing, or just your any kind of fishing in general. I mean, if you're the type of guy who likes to go out and have fun, catch whatever fish you can catch, I mean, that's kind of what BFS is all about. A lot of people like to go out and have fun on really light gear and catch multiple fish and have a big fight with it. I kind of a little different. I use my BFS in like my bass fishing world. I use it more if I'm in a tournament and I ain't getting the bites that I want to get. My Ned rig's not paying off. They're looking more for a reaction style bite. Then I'll switch to stuff like this. I mean, I'll catch small ones, but if I get a lot of keepers in the boat, that pans out for me. Here's another one of those little bitsy minnows. I wouldn't call that fire tiger, but it looks like fire tiger. But if you see, it doesn't have like true stripes. They're kind of broken up. Another little thing I like to get is these Johnson, these little underspins with the little curl tail grubs. I like this head a lot. This is an 1/8 ounce head. But if you notice, that blade is an Indiana blade. It's not a willow. It's not a Colorado. It's an Indiana. That just gives them something different to come at. But these little, they call crappie busters. They're like $1.50 a pack. And you get 3 curl tails with it. I mean, you can't beat that. Especially in this world when you have people online trying to get you to pay. I mean, some of the best places you can get, like cheapest places you can get stuff other than Walmart and places like that, is off of AliExpress. But then you have to wait. Sometimes I've seen I had to wait up to a month to 2 months to get something. I think the longest I've had to wait was 2.5 months. But you don't really know what you're getting. At least when you go to Walmart, you can pick it up, you can look at it, you can see if the color is what you're looking for, if the size is right. There's lots of different things you can do. I would recommend, if you want to do some BFS fishing, you got AliExpress, I would go with the GH100, or, I mean, the Spirit Fox is actually a really good BFS reel as well. I have been casting my PC Fun Phantom with that finesse spool. I'm going to do a review on that pretty soon. It actually does really good for as heavy as the spool is, but it doesn't go down as light as you'd want it to go down. It really struggles throwing like the 16th ounce lures, but it does really good with 1/8 ounce on up. It even throws like the smaller crankbaits and stuff really good. Most of my BFS rods are from Phoenix. And I even use, Phoenix kind of says something's a medium light, but it's more like a light. they say something's a light, but it's more like an ultralight. I'll do some videos on those for you as well pretty soon. Just partnered up with a few more companies. I'm going to start bringing some information on them. If there's any more questions you have for me, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer anything for you. If you like this kind of video, let me know. I have a couple other things I'm going to show you guys where to find good cheap tackle. Or basically good cheap lures. Things that I've found. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Really look forward to working with you guys and anything I can do for you. I'm trying to start this channel. It's more of informational. I'll try to do more in-depth, so you really know what you're getting when you're buying some of the cheaper reels. I have found some, like the PC Fun Phantom. For that price reel, it is really hard to beat that reel. But I have some other stuff coming in that's going to be very comparable. I will get back to you as soon as I get that in. Alright guys, Damon out.